In this short video, I will be discussing how to find and submit homework assignments. So there's a couple ways that you can actually find the questions that's required for you in the homework. You can actually go to the syllabus and look at the appropriate week. So for instance, in Learning Plan 1, there are 5 questions, 1.1, 2, 2.3, 12, 18, 2.5, 38, 42, so on and so forth. The other way that you can look through that is actually go to the specific learning plan, and you can find them in 2 different spots in the same learning plan. So it's going to be under the blue heading called assessments. So again, it says submit your homework answers to the appropriate Dropbox, and underneath it actually lists the same questions. The third way is actually if you look at the Dropbox for the homework, it actually lists the same questions. So there are 3 ways you can actually find the questions. Now the question about the question is, where do you find 1.1, 2, 2.3, 12, 18, so on and so forth? What you do is you go to your course resources webpage, and on your course resources learning plan, the first tab is going to be your textbook. So you will click on the textbook, and the textbook is actually orange. It's going to look like this. So for instance, again, the first question for your homework 1 is 1.12. What does that mean? Well, if you open up your textbook, and FYI, you can actually download the textbook in its entirety to your own computer. Then you don't have to log on, look at the textbook. You will actually have the physical textbook with you, right? Albeit virtually. What happens is if you move the pages, all you have to do, and this is going to be a while because it's going to be a lot of scrolling here, I'm telling you right now, is 1.12 means to say that you go at the end of chapter 1. Okay, I'm having issues already here. So as you can see, it takes a while for this thing to move. It's probably also because my computer is actually quite slow. So please just be patient with me. 1.12, come on. All right, not even close. So again, you go to the end of chapter 2, like so here. So we are almost there, I promise. 1.2, wow, this is going to be a while. This is again one of the reasons why you need to download your own textbook into your own computer, because your computer is probably going to be a little bit faster than mine here. So if I can only get there, all right. So at the end of chapter 1, and I assure you we're almost there. Good Lord. Nope, probably not yet. There's going to be a section called exercises. Okay, so disregard all of these things. Okay, you go to the end of chapter 1 and you go to the section called exercises. It's going to be all the way again at the end of each chapter. So 2.5 means it's going to be the end of chapter 2. 6.4 means it's going to be the end of chapter 6. So on and so forth. Okay, so all right, so here we go. So this is almost the end. As you can see, it's the end because this is actually where the summary is. Okay, so there's actually going to be like a glossary and so on and so forth. But if you keep scrolling down, and again, I promise this is almost there. As you can see, there's this section that says exercises. Right? So this is in page 54 of the textbook. Under exercises, as you can see, it says 1.1. And how to find 2? 1.1 section, and guess what? This question 2 is going to be the first question for your first homework in chemistry. All right? So again, 2.4, 12, that means you go to the end of chapter 2, you go all the way to exercises, and you find section 2.4, 12, whatever that would be. Now, here's the good thing. If my explanations doesn't really jive with you, and Kristen, Jackie, and Brandon doesn't make sense either, you can actually go to chapter 1.1 of the actual textbook, and that is actually the place where they actually talk about these questions. All right? So that is how you find your homework questions.